What's up, maniacs? My name is Max. I'm a wrestling fan, a wrestling enthusiast, a WrestleManiac, if you will. And today we are going to be talking about Drew McIntyre. Are we over Drew McIntyre? He has had a hell of a last 18 months, 2-year period in the WWE on Raw. But are we beginning to lose our patience and beginning to feel like he's being shoved down our throats? We're going to get into it in just a second, so stay tuned. In case you didn't know, right here at WrestleManiac UK, I discuss everything that's WWE and AEW. So if this sounds like the place for you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell as well, so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into it. Are we over Drew McIntyre? Now, let's not forget the great moments Drew McIntyre has given us. He was on a hot streak towards the end of 2019, going into the 2020 Royal Rumble. Of course, he eliminated Brock Lesnar from the 2020 Royal Rumble and went on to win that Royal Rumble. Great scenes when Drew got that win right there. After that, of course, he went on to WrestleMania to face Brock Lesnar to become the WWE champion. He won at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar, and then he had what was an okay run from there on. You know, he faced the likes of Bobby Lashley, he faced the likes of Dolph Ziggler, and everything seemed to be okay. And where I think things went wrong for him was the return of Roman Reigns. Through the pandemic era, Drew McIntyre was the guy. He was number one in WWE. When Roman Reigns returned at SummerSlam, it was only a matter of time before he was going to regain his rightful seat at the top of the mountain. And I don't think Drew McIntyre has really kind of come to terms with that he's not number one anymore in the company. I think that is one of the things that is affecting his current run. Obviously, he then went on to face Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. In between that, he dropped the WWE Championship, won it back between him and Randy Orton. They were tossing it around a bit, and he suffered against Roman Reigns. That promo, you guys know what promo I'm talking about. That promo against Roman Reigns, that Roman Reigns delivered on SmackDown without the microphone, just talking to Drew McIntyre, that absolutely killed Drew McIntyre for me, and he has never really recovered from there. Yes, he has, like I say, he won back the WWE Championship, and then coming into this year, he has still been booked very, very strong until, he kind of came up against Bobby Lashley, kind of like how he was coming up in 2019. The Bobby Lashley resurgence happened, Hurt Business happened. Bobby Lashley came and took the championship from him, and Drew McIntyre has more or less been floundering since then, yet they are still pushing him consistently as the number one contender at every and any given opportunity. Since Bobby Lashley has become champion, Drew McIntyre was in a one-on-one match at WrestleMania with Bobby Lashley and lost. He was in a triple threat match with Braun Strowman at WrestleMania Backlash and lost. And now he's still in and around the picture and is set to face Kofi Kingston again for a number one contender spot to see who will take on the champion Bobby Lashley at Hell in a Cell. So yeah, I don't quite think Drew McIntyre has recovered from not being the guy from when Roman Reigns probably knocked his confidence quite a bit. I don't think he's recovered from that, but at the same time, I think this is a serious creative problem. Drew McIntyre is one of the only top believable faces on Monday Night Raw that could take on Bobby Lashley, and I think him being constantly thrusted to be the one to take the WWE Championship is what's hurting the fans' care for him. Like, we are getting tired of him. Some people have been tired with Drew McIntyre. They don't connect with him. They never did. Maybe because we're British here, I'm feeling something for Drew McIntyre. I don't know what it is. I really like Drew, but it is becoming a bit too much. And to be honest, there's only so many times a guy can lose and still get opportunities. What I would like to see from here on out is maybe Jinder Mahal come back and cost Drew McIntyre, whether that's in the number one contenders match against Kofi Kingston, or maybe in the actual Hell in a Cell match against Bobby Lashley. Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre obviously have history from their 3MB days, so it'll be really good to see Jinder get in and around that scene, and I think he's definitely someone that could be pushed to that level just on his look alone. Other people will say that maybe Drew McIntyre needs to turn heel, maybe get his old theme back, Broken Dreams. I think that could be a nice little touch, but Raw already seems to be top heavy with heels and they need more faces, especially challenging at that top end of the card. The other thing that I know a lot of people have predicted already is that Drew wins the Money in the Bank in July. Something I don't really want to see. Yeah, I don't think Drew McIntyre should be winning the Money in the Bank. That would frustrate me, to be honest. And that would be the final nail in the coffin for me personally. But I do think Drew should win against Kofi Kingston to have the one last match with Bobby Lashley in a Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell was traditionally used to, you know, culminate feuds, blood feuds, let it all just end in the cell. And I think that's where they should really use for Bobby Lashley to beat Drew McIntyre clean of distraction once and for all in the cell. Drew has no leg to stand on to come back and say he wants another opportunity, and then maybe Drew can spiral off into something else over the summer months, and Bobby Lashley can look to get some new competitors in the next couple of months. Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, they have loads of history dating back to their days in TNA and stuff like that. Let this all just finish in Hell in a Cell, in my opinion, and both parties can move on to something new. What's your opinion on Drew McIntyre? Are you getting tired of seeing him kind of be shoved down our throats? And is he becoming the Roman Reigns of 2015? What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. WrestleManiac UK signing out, and I'll see you soon.